Coming to you live from the kitchen studios on Princeton Street, it's the Sophie News Network. We're now going to send it to our reporter in the network, Sophie Willow Sites.
Now, to start off our weather report, we are going to hand the microphone to Sophie in the backyard. How is it, Sophie?
Well, as you can see, there's some clouds in the air, and I think we will be expecting some rain. Well, it's 7 o'clock, and it's still light out, and you know what that means. Spring is almost here, and I'm ready for it.
Thanks, Sophie. Now, to send it, to tell us some more about the weather, we're going to send it to Sophie in the front yard.
Thanks, Sophie. We are here in the front yard, and it's a little sunny because there aren't as many tree clumps. No rain expected, and I still think spring is in the air. It's about 60 degrees, and it's beautiful. Back to you, Sophie.
Thanks, Sophie. Earlier this week, we went to New York City Fox 5 News, and we interviewed with Mike Woods. Mike Woods is a professional weatherman, and he will be interviewing with us today. Here's what he had to say. Hi, Mike. Thanks for being on the show today.
Thank you very much for having me, Sophie.
Did you always want to be a weatherman?
You know, actually, when I first was thinking about what it was that I wanted to do, there was a short time where I wanted to be a fireman. My dad was actually a fireman, but shortly thereafter, I was always interested when it was going to rain. And I always found myself watching the newscasts. So, yeah, I was about 8 or 9 years old is when I decided I wanted to be a weatherman. So most of my life, not all of it.
Do you like rainy days, snowy days, or sunny days?
You know what? There's a time for each one of those. I probably like, quite honestly, all three. Rainy days, I always think it's kind of exciting, but it's not nearly as exciting as the snowy days. And everybody loves a snow day, of course, when it comes to school, or on the weekends you can go outside and play, or, just because it's so pretty outside when everything's all covered in the white snow. But then there are some times where you just want a plain, comfortable, sunny day so you can go out and relax and enjoy the sunshine too. So there's a time for it all. I'd have to say my favorite, the most exciting, probably the snow.
Do people get mad at you when you predict the weather wrong?
Well, when it goes wrong, definitely. They don't get mad at me for all the different weather situations. Sometimes people get a little bit, annoyed. It's been kind of cold this spring so far, right? And people get a little upset. Like I can do something about it, but I can't. So I think they, for the most part, understand. But if I tell them the forecast is wrong, they'll definitely remind me. So I don't know if they're really mad, but they definitely let me know that I did something wrong.
Can you give us a weather sample of today's forecast?
Sure. So today we're going to start off. We started off with cloudy skies, some showers and some thunderstorms, and some of that rain was pretty heavy at times. It was warm this morning. Temperatures were in the lower 60s, but as the day goes on, there was going to be more cold air moving into town, and the rain would continue until the afternoon, and then the rain would stop, and the skies would clear out just a little bit. You'd get a little bit of sun, but our temperatures are going to be dropping back down through the 40s. Starting in the 60s, yet ending in the 40s, so that's a pretty big change.
Thank you. That's all the time we have for today.
Thank you. See you later.
Clear the set, please.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. I would like to thank Mike Woods for his appearance. Please tune in next week for another weather forecast on the Sophie News Network. Have a great afternoon.